Are you ready for the ecstasy and agony of knockout stage football? We begin the Euro 2004 quarter-finals in the nation's capital of Lisbon, the venue for the final, of which Portugal and France will hope to be there, is hosts versus holders. A rehash of the Euro 2000 semi-final between Portugal and the eventual champions France. Lisbon expects from one of European football's great underachievers. Can Portugal make it to the next stage in their own backyard? It's the battle of Real Madrid right now as Zidane and Figo jostling for position against each other, and Thierry Henry with an improvised volley obstructed by Jorge Andrade as he tries to set the tone. Lizarazu down the line to Zinedine Zidane. Now he's up away on the touchline, and it's a touchdown for France as they score the opening goal. Just over 3 minutes in to the first quarter-final. And the legend, Zidane from the tightest angle, is somehow cheesed away in. And Luis Felipe Scolari will be asking questions of Ricardo. He should be doing better on that near post. Well, I think Gallas was spooked by the heavy touch. He gave it away. Castilla. And now here's Cristiano Ronaldo, who will try and cut inside. As the shot glares wide of Bartes' goal. Here's Trezeguet weaving through the Portuguese defence, and Perez is spawned in the wide position of the 6-yard box. It's a great save from Ricardo. Last thing he needs is another rapid-fire goal. Figo cuts inside Patrick Vieira, stays on his feet, it's Figo. And he also dips the shot just a few yards beyond the goal. Two key chances for Portugal going begging. Free kick here, which Luis Figo will do the honours. And it's Pauleta who gets a very weak nod on the ball. It's delightfully taken up by Bartes. Here is Perez steaming down the right wing, and it's belted in by Henry, who pips Ricardo to the literal punch as France extend their lead just before the break. It's all falling apart for the hosts, and they're witnessing a tragedy as the European champions at this rate may soldier on into the semi-final with 45 minutes to spare. Well, the King of France, Thierry Henry, grabs his third goal of the competition. Cristiano Ronaldo skipping down the left. Can Portugal rescue some dignity before the break? And Deco nearly does in glamorous fashion. He sees Bartes way off his line there, and he thinks, why not? Well, the crossbar had other ideas. Castilla, Deco, Pauleta is joined by Deco. Castilla, he's one-on-one with Bartes, and he panics. And he looks to Pauleta for support, and maybe he was caught by complete surprise. He couldn't set himself in time, leans back, and is into the stands. And there's Deco waiting for the overlap from Pauleta. Miguel back to Pauleta, into the centre to Maniche. It's a goal, but it won't count. Something has gone awry. Potential offside, I think, for Maniche. Worked out wide to Thierry Henry. Miguel leads that one, but Perez piles on further pressure on the Portuguese defence. Henry finding Trezeguet at the far post, who does his best on the turn, and it's not even the goal kick. It's rescued by Miguel. Vieira. Zidane catches up with the play. Zinedine Zidane, trademark fashion, causes trouble. And it's Maniche who couldn't resist. Tried to be discreet with blocking off Zidane, but he's wiped him out completely. It's going to be a free goal hole for Portugal to dig themselves out of. If Zidane can get his second here, and he does. Ricardo goes the right way. Jumps as high as he can. It's hopeless though. is the perfect penalty. And Zinedine Zidane, who has gone the entire tournament without scoring so far, has found two. Against arguably France's biggest challenge yet. An informed Portugal side that are looking unrecognisable. The Estadio da Luz, translated to the Stadium of Light, is becoming a theatre of darkness for the hosts. Valente into the centre, and it's a desperate stretch from Pauletta. Portugal seem to have lost all of their mojo. Rui Costa skies his strike. It's a far cry from the side that trounced Greece and Russia. Oh, a beautiful lob to Ronaldo. It's now or never. And Fabian Barthez with the reflexes of a cat. Here's Rui Costa. Pauletta just leaps beyond Thuram there. Still Pauletta goes for it by himself. Vigo also converts, but once again another Portuguese goal ruled out. It's a deflection here from Barthez. And Vigo, the captain, in the offside position of doom. At this rate, it's looking like consolation city for Portugal. Well, they got one back, and it's a great effort from Luis Figo. It's going to take a miracle to really close this gap in the final 4 minutes here. But it's the best hope they have. And the captain may restore some dignity for Portugal here. It's a great goal and not a bad one to sign off from the tournament on. The defence of the European Championship continues for France. The Blues have gate-crashed the Portuguese homecoming party. And unfortunately, the hosts are out. It's Portugal 1, France 3. You'd like to say you never quite know what to expect with England and knockout stage football, although a wise Englishman would probably say not to expect much. However, 8 years ago, Euro 96, England did surpass Spain in an underwhelming affair, although it was on penalties. And England asked for more of this golden generation this time round. Spain are 4 years away from beginning theirs. Nonetheless, it's two nations we like to expect more from in these international tournaments. It's a showdown in Lisbon. This beautiful city posed nothing but tragedy for Portugal last night. Will England or Spain be joining them in the heap of underachievers? It's England versus Spain. Morientes not even close to making contact there. Rooney. There's Frank Lampard. He cuts inside Albelda. Swats him away like an annoying fly, and the deflection is scooped up by Casillas. Rowan resets the play for England. It's Ashley Cole. Scholes. Carlos Puyol is closing in. Scholes loops it into the area, and it's met by Rooney. An emphatic start for the Three Lions here in the Jose Avelard Stadium. England's boy wonder, Wayne Rooney, does it again. This time it's against one of the greatest goalkeepers in the competition. Spain's defence nearly vanished. Wayne Rooney living the dream, riding the tide of fortune and momentum with his fourth goal. Here's Vicente linking up with Raul, seeking out Morientes, who either misjudges the flight of the cross there. Gerrard, now Rooney. Rooney from range. Trajectory was great, accuracy wasn't. Xabi Alonso. Now Vicente back to Alonso. Morientes on the turn. It whisked with a furious piece of pace. First corner of the game to Spain. It finds Joaquin at the far post. Here's Beckham. Michael Owen doing his best Maradona impression, and it's peeled away by Casillas. It's not the best strike from Lampard. Scuffs it with the weak foot, which is normally excellent. Lampard. Now Rooney. Now he waits for Paul Scholes to be freed up here. And Marchane has completely missed Scholes. Ooh! Well, he does it all alone. It's pulled home by Fergie's favourite miniature ginger, Paul Scholes, weaving through the area like a ninja, and it's some finishing boots on him from such an angle. I think everybody and their mum would have squared it to Gerrard, and Scholes has somehow made it pay off. It might just happen now for England. Baraka, shot blocked by Lampard. Morientes makes a go of it. Wow, that was close. Clawed away from certain death by David James. Vicente. Here is Morientes. He goes for it by himself at the near post. Tries to toe poke it home with the shade of Campbell closing in. It's a good stop from James. Just ask Ricardo, always deceptive at the near post. England play it quick, Lampard. Now Owen and Mooney. Surely it's an opening. Oh my God. An overcompensation in power over placement. Morientes holds up for Raul. He's making David James work. He gets his kit dirty. Beckham comes back on himself to find Lampard. Gives it back to the captain. Very nice pass. A piece of flair. A rare piece of flair from David Beckham at that. Morientes. Raul is marching forward here. It's still Raul one-on-one with James. It's pushed onto the post. And Spain are calling now. Fed it through to Joaquin from Xabi Alonso. Joaquin into the area towards Morientes. And it's a penalty. How and why? Campbell doesn't touch it. And unless there's a hand we can't see on Terry's head, it's hard to pinpoint what went wrong. But the referee has given it, and this may be controversial here. Morientes blasts it down the centre of the goal, and it's a goal back. For Spain, it's game on. 1 minute in to the second period of the second quarter final. And there is going to be a huge inquest into this one. A mystery penalty. We saw one given to the Swiss against Croatia in their opening game. A phantom penalty. And it looks like the conspiracies continue. Probably not the first time UEFA are afoot with corruption, but it's a fourth goal for Fernando Morientes nonetheless. Beckham's corner denied by Raul Bravo, and Gerrard was ambitious on the volley from that kind of range too. Morientes. Raul. Now it's David Albelda who finds himself out wide. He's seeking Morientes, and it's cleared off of the line by Gary Neville. A heroic piece of defending here. Terry was beaten, James was defeated, and it's goal bound if not for Gary Neville. A succession of headers followed on by Raul. Now Belder is trying to creep through that defence there, and he does. It's fired wide, but he's offside. One more England corner for David Beckham. Time is stretching thin here. Gerrard can't loop it over the head of Casillas. Spain chasing the game. Puyol. Every second, every pass counts, and it's followed through by Torres. And Spain drag the game out. And it's those moments English fans fear. The tossing aside of a 2-goal lead. Minutes out from closing this game. And they're going to have to go longer. Extra time is a very real option now for the Three Lions. Fernando Torres, who will call England home in just a couple of years' time, has dragged Spain into a longer game. Raul, flag goes up and he takes a bump, and it's all for nothing. Beckham. Can England steal it at the last moment? Well, Rooney so close to doing so at the far post. Oh, bravo. England in real trouble here. Morientes. Oh, what a moment that would have been. Surely the last kick of the 90. Rooney. Oh, he sends Puyol to the ground. It's still Rooney tormenting the Spanish defence as it whistles past David Beckham. He could have sealed a winner against the country of his employers. We're going into extra time for the first time at Euro 2004. Raul is put through here. Could be a perfect start for extra time with silver goal on the line as well. Beckham to Campbell, of all players. What's he doing up there as a makeshift forward? Nonetheless, Beckham. Golden balls with potentially the silver ball. Scores what could be the silver goal for England. They're back in front and Captain Fantastic leads by example. It's a beautifully taken finish against his clubmate Iker Casillas. And if England can hold on for just 10 more minutes, their job is done. Well, they went missing for a while, and they're back in front. Here's Vicente. Vicente cuts across to Raul, and it's jizzed onto the post by Joaquin. Xabi Alonso gets around his future clubmate, Steven Gerrard, and Alonso levels it. Time flies by in the blink of an eye in extra time. And Alonso keeps Spain alive. England just had a few more minutes to hold on, and they would have sailed through without having to play the second period of extra time. With Xabi Alonso, since coming in and replacing Baraka, has been nothing but emphatic for Spain. Vicente, look at Torres, he's got the jump on Gary Neville here. Well, Vicente finally releases it to El Nino, who slots it underneath David James. Disaster once again for England, and have Spain avenged Euro 96 and the penalty shootout that they succumbed to back then may be avoided here thanks to El Nino. Fernando Torres, Liverpool's future, Spain's future, is secured here, at least for now. They are through to the semi-final, and it's yet another typical heartbreak for England in an international tournament. What a game. It's England 3, Spain 4. It's been 12 years in the making, a repeat of the Euro 92 final, of which Denmark famously won over reigning world champions at the time, Germany. And their form is not too dissimilar either. Denmark are in the form of their lives at the moment. They've flown through the group stage, they destroyed their neighbour Sweden. Germany, who were floundering up until their final 45 minutes they last played against the Czech Republic, have the World Cup runners-up. We found their confidence and their mojo. They take on Underdogs Denmark here in Faro Lul, in the Algarve of Portugal. It's Denmark versus Germany for the rights to face France in the semi-final. Frings. Now Schweinsteiger. Step over, skipping past Thomas Hellbergen. Miroslav Klose emerges, and Germany are off to a flying start. Miroslav Klose welcomed back into the Mannschaft with a very, very premature goal for Germany, tied with Rivaldo for 5 goals at the last World Cup. Finally fully fit, missed out on the first 2 games through a knee injury. Rescued Germany against Latvia, and in his first start replacing Kevin Kirani. It's taken him 2 minutes to make himself back at home. He's found his second goal of the tournament. Friedrich winds up the cross, punched away by Sorensen, and Fring's volley didn't quite go according to plan. Oh, Denmark recover. It's a very early goal and there's plenty of time to get back into things. As Gronkier warns Oliver Kahn of what he's capable of at the near post. It's Haman. Out wide to Schneider. And it's Ballack untouched in the centre. The best he does is the goalpost. Jorgensen releases. Heavy sand. Under a lot of pressure there to direct that on target. It's a good ball threaded through. To Sand. Crossed back first time and Jorgensen can't quite bring it under control. Frings patiently waiting for an opening here. It's Lahm. Knocked on by Schneider. And Closer understands the assignment. Excellent improv from Germany. Knocked on first time by Lahm, knocked on by Schneider. And hit on the half volley by Closer. What a goal! And Miroslav Closer flying now with 3 goals. Germany invented the atom bomb. And then they invented Miroslav Klose. They brought out their secret weapon for the knockout stages. Klose finding himself in the wide position as he takes on Jensen. And Klose finds the top of Michael Ballack's big head. It's another wriggly finish from a tight angle. Sorensen is bamboozled. And the accuracy of Ballack, the captain, to thumb that in. Game is surely beyond doubt and Germany may kill them off before half-time and Closer gets the hat-trick. But the flag has gone up. What a return that would have been. As Philip Lahm cuts inside. Oh, and he nearly replicates the very first goal of the next World Cup. Friedrich winds up, hits the cross in first time and is buried by Closer, and that one will count. It's a 4th for Germany, and once they get going, they just can't stop. Just as we said against the Czech Republic, never write Germany off. Sometimes they start slow, but when they knuckle down, dents in the wood keep on coming. Oh, tipped over by Sorensen. Denmark are facing a barrage here from Germany now. Kirani, and it's on to Frings. Can he make it 5? I think Sorensen has had enough of the humiliation. Germany nearly rounding this off in style. We now know our first semi-final. It's going to be the European champions France versus the 1996 champions Germany. Miroslav Klose awarded the Rotary match ball. He is the hat-trick hero of tonight. It's Denmark 0, Germany 4. Just 4 years ago in Amsterdam, Euro 2000, the Netherlands and Italy battled it out in what's arguably the greatest 0-0 draw of all time, an attritional war that saw the Italians sail through on penalties to the heartbreak of the Dutch. Holland have fared better of the 2 of these tournament favourites. Questions were asked of the Azzurri in their defeat to Bulgaria in their final game. It's been an attractive quarter-final lineup so far in the last marquee game of the final 8. Can Netherlands and Italy give us a show before we confirm who will be Spain's combatants in semi-final number 2? Seedorf works it out wide to Van Bronckhorst. He's found Van Nistelrooy at the far post, who couldn't get the safety off the gun in time. Pirlo racing against his Milan clubmate Seedorf as it's directed on goal by Del Piero. Going to be many Italian League rendezvous here. Many Milan alumni Van Nistelrooy is 1v1 with Buffon, releases early. Koke. Here's Seedorf. Van Nistelrooy lines it up for Davids as he came face to face with a former clubmate at Juventus. That's the first meaningful piece of attacking action and the first genuine threat on goal has come from Edgar Davids, and it's been telegraphed well by Gianluigi Buffon. Gattuso. Sotti. Here comes Pirlo. Stretches it out to Del Piero, who finally opens fire. And he gave Van der Sar plenty of time to prepare. He knew what was coming. And now the Dutch can break here with Arjen Robben. Van Nistelrooy trying to buy the little winger some more time. He's got the leap on Fabio Cannavaro. It's Robben 1v1 with Buffon. Van der Meijden doing his best on the follow-up. And Buffon diving across the goal. Seemed unlikely Van der Meijden was going to get it in from there, but it was close. Van der Meijden this time gets the best of Cannavaro, tugs on the shirt. It's Van Nistelrooy. He shrugs his head and he glances the cross wide. It's Panucci. Finds the area at the far post. I think it catches Starm on the way through. Now this is something interesting here. Van Nistelrooy is leaving the field. He's making way for Patrick Kluivert, and that's a big call. Arguably your biggest goal threat. He's being substituted for Patrick Kluivert. He's making his first appearance in this competition. That's a huge gamble from Dick Advocaat. Is Van Nistelrooy hurts that we know of. Well, Robben's desire for dazzling has backfired. Gattuso shuts that down, and now Italy could be away here through Del Piero. And it's tipped aside by Van der Sar and buried home by Totti. It's the longest we've gone without a goal in these quarter-finals, and Italy have finally found a breakthrough despite being on the back foot for nearly an hour. It's been a game of attack versus defence, with the Italians demonstrating the latter. And they finally let a sliver of a chance here. And it's tucked home by Francesco Totti, the 8th King of Rome, with his first goal at long last. Here's Kluivert. Now Seedorf. Here's Koku. Gattuso goes to ground. He's found Kluivert from Van Bronckhorst. Well, hello. There's your reply. And look who it is. Patrick Kluivert, the controversial substitute, has just paid off Dick Advocaat's gamble. And just as he did against the Italians in the 1995 Champions League final, the least likely goal scorer, he's done it again. He's not 18 years old anymore. And this time he's pulled the orange back into the game. Might be a repeat of 2000. Extra time is just 3 minutes away. Robben, Seedorf, shot blocked, and it's a great save. From out of nowhere from Van Bronckhorst. He's not to know he was offside though. Surely the last attack of normal time. It's Overmars racing down the right. No one's near him, the cross comes in! Would you believe it? Patrick Kluivert has done it again. It's as if Van Nistelrooy never existed. He's not played a single minute until tonight. And he scored 2 very special goals for the Netherlands. And he haunts the Italians one more time, just as he did in Vienna 9 years ago. The Netherlands secure their semi-final spot against Spain with the final kick of the game. Patrick Kluivert will be the man that the headlines fetish-size tomorrow. Not even extra time, and it's as good as a golden goal. It's Netherlands 2, Italy 1. Fernando Morientes, Raul and Miroslav Klose are your top goal scorers with 4 goals apiece. Your semi-finals see the European champions France take on Germany in Lisbon. Meanwhile, Spain will face the Netherlands in Porto. 4 thrilling quarter-finals come to a close. I would love to hear your predictions for the semi-finals in the comments below. We are 2 episodes away from crowning European champions. Make sure you don't miss a step of this journey by liking and subscribing. As always, thank you for watching.